just a little update on my hand. Just put something on it. Definitely feels better this morning. I wouldn't say it's healed, but it's rideable. We're gonna do the EDT, so check out the bumps and see how it's doing. But just, yeah, a lot of people reached out with prayer, and so thank you for that. It's pretty crazy last night going like, I think it feels better after riding all day. So anyway, let's hope for the best today. Into Teruel, which gonna hit Surya Bike Packing Shop, famous bike store on the EDT. So looking forward to meeting those guys. They've been great. Get my new Tailfin rack, and yeah, anyway. Okay, it's 3:30. We made it into Teruel. I think that's how you say it. This is our stop for the night. We are waiting for the Surya Bike Packing Shop to open up. They're famous on this route. Kale's gonna get some work done. They have my new Tailfin rack. And yeah, while we're waiting, just looking at some route planning, gonna head over to the grocery store and yeah, figure out what our next 12 hours are gonna be. Hey, it's a great day. We made it into Teruel. Got to the bike shop. Probably should have done this video at the bike shop, but look what arrived.
The new rack. Swap out the old.
Nice.
And with the new.
Yeah, and we're going to keep this puppy because
It's gonna be art.
it's gonna be art and back up the way I ride. And yeah, and we're actually, I think I'm gonna ship some stuff back. We're gonna ship it back, but also I'm gonna unload my packs a bit. I think there's a bunch of stuff I don't need, so I haven't touched in a while. I don't know about Kel, he's not so sure, but anyway, pretty exciting day. Thanks Tailfin for taking care of that, and Surya Bike Shop. It's awesome. Good morning, it's day 71. A little bit of a later start. Last night, just getting everything ready took a while, and then couldn't get food for today, so we went in for a coffee and breakfast at 7, but they only took cash. We didn't have our wallet, so 7:30 we were eating, and now get ready to go, and found a couple little
wet spots.
so
You know what you do with a wet spot? You plug it with a bacon strip.
oh boy. So this is how that works. Push that puppy in. It's got this little rubber, it's like a condom, kinda, but it keeps everything in instead of out. And then you, oh.
There, that's in. And that will just wear off on its own. Usually we get a little pair of scissors.
Yeah,
We cut the end off.
yeah,
That's
and then Phil had one too, so we got matching bacon strips.
Vacuum bacon strip. We got 3 left. So we've been told about hunters up here. I think these guys are all hunting. Oh, no speak English, Spanish. Casa? Shooting?
Sí.
Not me.
Pero están aquí en el camino.
Yeah, we're only on this.
Ahí le das uno ya.
Okay, we'll look for them and we'll talk. Okay. There's hunter number 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Don't shoot me. Thank you. I just put my hands up and told him, don't shoot me. I hope he thought that was funny. Okay, so we just talked to a guy with Google Translate. It's hunting season. He said, you should have seen all the signs. Well, of course, we don't speak Spanish, so we have no clue what the signs say. Anything that says forbidden is usually like road construction, but the guy says they only have about a half hour left, and they're hunting big game and wild boar. So he goes, not only is the hunting dangerous, the wild boars are just as dangerous. So I pulled out my pocket knife out of my bag. He started to laugh at me, gave me a pat in the back and said, no problem, keep going. So we were climbing, this was a steep climb. We were climbing up to 2,000 meters. We started at about 8 or 9. We're at 14 now.
In the middle of the biggest hunting day.
Yeah, and Saturday weekend. Anyways, that's okay. We'll survive.
Can't make this shit up.
Can't make the shit up. Okay, so I hope we're gonna be safe. So there's lots of people hunting here. I don't know what to say. Hola. Speak no Spanish.
Es que si están las carreteras marcadas, no teníais que entrar, porque es un peligro. Los carteles que hay a la entrada que pone caza mayor.
We have to go to the top.
Ya, pero es que están con los rifles a caza.
So we just keep talking? So we go,
Ya.
so they know?
Pero no se puede pasar.
I know.
No, no, cuando hay, a la entrada del camino hay una señal que pone batida, caza de batida.
We didn't see it.
Ya no lo has visto, pero está.
Okay,
Es que
sorry.
es un peligro.
I know, sorry. We have to go to the very top.
Sí, pero es que allá hay más gente. Por
Yeah,
eso,
just on here. Okay, gracias.
Con cuidado que no es peligroso.
Okay, you, gracias. Okay. Didn't hear a word that guy said, but I think he doesn't like us on this trail. Hopefully because we're scaring away whatever they're hunting for, and not that we're gonna get in the way. But he gave us a thumbs up at the end, so we're just gonna keep going. So of course we joke about how you can't make that shit up. Well, you'll see hopefully some video from Maddox that we came through hunting country where they're shooting for big game and wild boar, and no one speaks Spanish, and they're pissed. So we're thinking like, holy cow. They're all like texting us and translating like, it's very dangerous. Like,
You shouldn't be in here. Look at the signs. And we're like, we didn't see any signs. And
we-
literally 14 people every 100 meters with rifles sitting there. So
Yeah.
it was like, ah.
It's a bit spooky. So we came to the last one. The guy spoke some English. Turns out Saturday mornings from 10 till 12 is when they're allowed to hunt, only on a couple of weekends per year for wild game and boar. And of course, we're right in the middle of it, last half hour. So it was over, and we started talking to the guy, and he said his dad shot a big wild boar. They're gonna go to the butcher house now, butcher it, share
They
it.
all share it, like all 14 will share it, which is super cool. And then Tia, the aunt, she's giving us water. She's got a Movistar bottle. They're taking pictures. So you'll see some of that. But it just, like, if you could speak the language, they understand. They're like, oh, he's following us on Instagram. But we were like, no wonder they're pissed at us. It's their last half hour of this, like, random time that they get, and these two stupid Canadians are coming.
Yeah, we're thinking like,
and on the steepest climb, like we're going to up to 2,000 meters, so we're walking our bikes. We're not going by fast.
like it's like 14%. We've walked for the last hour past these people just saying gracias.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sorry.
this is getting long.
Can't make this shit up.
Yeah, basically 8 hours out of the year, and we found it.
So we were just in this little town talking to this family. One lady speaks English, and Phil convinced this gentleman to give us a ride out of town because we can't really ride it. It's like when we were in Nepal, it would have taken us forever. We would have had to walk. So we're getting a ride just to the top. Got our bikes in the back, and then we'll ride to our next town. So we're taking a different route anyway, so this is sort of extra for the day. Anyway, totally reminds us of Nepal.
So we're coming in a little off route to get accommodations. I see people. I see a church. I see ancient castle walls. I sure hope I see a hotel.
Hey, good morning. It's day 72. We're just coming to do a little update for yesterday because it was so crazy. And it got even more crazy at night when we were talking to the gentleman who runs this hotel. So we left to Rouen a little bit later because we had a late start. We mentioned that, and just planning to ride and get to where we needed to go, and climbed up to this incredible ski hill and thought, well, it's all downhill from there. And then we were in this mountain range, can't think of the name of it, for hours. And yeah, you're looking again at your kilometers and the time. You're like, oh, we'll be able to do this. So Peel had some ideas about what we were going to do.
Overestimated our abilities, underestimated our time management.
Well, anyway, so then we get up there to the ski hill and we're descending, and we're like, oh, well, let's just push for a little bit more.
Booked a hotel that was great price on booking.com, and they, oh, we're gonna push and make this, get down into the little town where
Casabayas.
where we thought we were gonna finish, and we asked, like, is there any food here? They're like, nope. Is there any food somewhere else? Nope. And then we realized we've got this 400 or 500 meter climb over like 3-4 kilometers. We're like, it's 6 o'clock at night and we got to be here. Like, it gets dark at 7:30. So like, we're not getting out of here. So
But when we booked it, like, it was 15 kilometers from there. So we're like, oh, no problem.
yeah, so it took forever. So we put our bikes in the back of a pickup truck, and this guy bombed us up to the top of the hill, and then we made it here just dark. And as we were approaching, I'm like, look at that castle, it'd be so cool. That's where we stayed. Sure enough, Google Maps had us like in the middle of nowhere, zigzagged all the way to the top of this mountain. And yeah, we stayed in a 13th century church.
And then the gentleman who runs the place, we were chatting with him. He works for the Red Cross. He actually works in the little town Casabayas, which is in the middle of nowhere with no food, and you have to take this straight gravel road, like Peel said.
We got our pickup truck, right?
So again, you can't plan for this stuff. You can't make this shit up.
It's crazy.
And it's just tricky. Like, you plan ahead, and then you're stuck in the mountains for 5 hours. Like,
yeah, you can't control the terrain. Like, we thought we're descending all the way in. Well, we're braking we're going 10, 12 kilometers an hour descending, and we're climbing at 7, 8.
And we were still climbing. That was the thing. We had to keep climbing to get out of there. It's just,
so it's tough when you're
relentless.
So in Abbotsford, we have raspberries. Here in Spain, they got mushrooms. Water crossings in Spain, little different than Norway, Finland, and Sweden. This should get me the last 8K. I am done. I got the salt stains to prove it. I can barely freaking walk, but a liter of chocolate milk at the end of the day will get me to the end for sure.
Okay, good morning. Day 73. We're leaving Albacete. It's 11:30. We've gonna have a short day today because we had to do some maintenance.
Yeah, my chain was skipping on my 2 climbing gears, which makes me anxious. I hate to be in the mountains, and like I said, it's so worn out that the chain won't grab anymore. So this morning we had to wait till 10, called 7 bike shops, went to this one that we didn't call. They have 1 cassette in the entire city. It's crazy. Anyways, got lucky.
Yeah, so changed it. This is Mammoth Bike Shops. They were great. And so 11:30, we head into what they call the Spanish Mongolia in the next 2 to 3 days. So not a lot up there. So we're gonna go short today, plans, restock, and probably have to stay in a little hut up there. It's pretty cool, but yeah, anyway.
Figure it out. Say hello, Canada!
Oh, hello, Canada!
These guys are fixing the trail.
You're from Canada?
Yeah!
Wow.
Hola.
So it's windy morning. What do you think, babe?
Windy, headwind. We're gonna do a little. We're gonna try and beat the weather here a bit. It's supposed to be huge wind warnings tomorrow, so we're gonna try and take the road a bit and try and get out of this section of Spain.
This storm.
Yeah.
Long day.
Biggest score of the day, 50% free. This thing is 1.5 liters for €1.50. Best deal ever.
I don't know if you remember last year, I found something on the trail, which I attached to my thing and brought it and then shipped it home. But look what I just found. A license plate. Gold mine. Day 75, babe. What'd you just say?
1 tostada and 1 coffee. That's it. Breakfast included. We got an extra sandwich because we don't parlez-vous espagnol.
Habla español.
Habla español.
And 2 coffees, and then got scolded. But
And then get scolded.
how you
by-
feeling about today?
Okay, I'm a little anxious because the wind is supposed to pick up after 12, like over 20 kilometers an hour, which makes it tough riding. But I think we've done the last 2 days here. We took an alternate route to try and make up some time. I think we've done a pretty good job. But if we finish today the way we hope, we'll actually be ahead of schedule, and then we can actually take a bit of a breather. And our 100 kilometer a day milestone will change by a day or two. So I feel good about that.
Yeah. And it's supposed to rain where we're going, so.
Yeah, so we gotta get moving.
Leaving.
So the debate is varieties or ripeness. So we're looking at these olives, green and purple colors.
We've been in these for 2 days, and if you're like, I love olives, so I'm pretty excited. But Piel tried one a while ago, and it was pretty gross. So I don't know. There's not really any black ones, but we don't know. Does anybody know?
Okay, so we tried the olive.
No bueno.
I tried one. This one's pretty ripe.
Ugh. No bueno.
And honestly, this one tastes way better than the other one, but it tastes like poison. Here's the wind and the storm. Now we don't run it, but we didn't. So yesterday was olive orchards. Today I think these are all oranges. I think they're oranges. Oranges or grapefruits or one of those two. Just a couple of solar panels.
This one you thought you'd get lucky. Back on the EDT, and it just never disappoints. Or always disappoints. What food can we get?
We can get beer and Cheerios.
And Cheerios.
That's it.
That's it. And Triskis.
But if we wait till 6, which is 40 more minutes, we have a Porquito supermarket and a Grande supermarket.
No, y ahí venden esto.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. So we gotta wait 40 minutes. So maybe we'll have a beer.
¿Eh? Bastante.
8 o'clock, then they have dinner.
Pero
You guys eat so late.
This guy's gonna give us an escort to make sure we don't get lost. This is so cool. Yeah. He's gonna escort us to the hotel, 3 kilometers. Haha!
What's with your straps?
My straps are perfect. 2 fingers.
Flopping around. Got your little holders at the bottom under your chin.
That's where else are they supposed to be?
Under your ear, so it keeps it on.
Oh, these things.
Yeah.
I had no idea they're down this low.
That's what I told you days
They're
ago.
not supposed to.
And you're like, oh, I like them.
I was wondering why my helmet kept falling forward. I'm gonna fix that right now.
Aw, there you go, buddy.
Look at a squash plant. And up to the spirit in the sky. I said, where I go when I die. I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Oh, that's like a little cactus on the side of the road. Bunch of pricks.